meeting in the Oval Office between Bill and Kathleen Willey had just ended. Bill was then joined in his office by Mike McCurry, who wanted to hear of the president's most recent encounter. At the same time, Kathleen had run into Ken Starr and Linda Tripp.
Hey, Mr. President, why the big smile?
Well, I'll tell you, I just met the cutest little honey bun.
How'd it go?
Like most of them, she didn't want to make herself seem too willing. But I thought I could tell by the look in her eyes that her thoughts were saying something very different from her words and actions.
Why? What'd she say?
Oh, you know how it goes. Mr. President, what are you doing? Mr. President, stop! Mr. President, take your hands off me! All the usual things that the ladies say to let you know deep down they really want you.
Bill, aren't you worried that one of these women at some point will blow the whistle?
I sure hope so.
I mean, go public with your behavior.
Well, let me tell you something, Mike. I don't lose sleep over it. First of all, who's going to believe the word of some bimbo or disgruntled former campaign worker against that of the President of the United States? Second, what's wrong with me? A virile, heterosexual, and slightly perverted middle-aged man making a little hay with a few pretty young chickadees. And finally, I already told you, they are the ones giving me all the signals. I just can't resist myself. To resist myself would be wrong. Now, do you want the dirty details or what?
Honey, why are you crying?
Oh, he was awful. I felt like the victim of a clumsy high school boy at the end of a first date.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the president. I went to see him about the possibility of securing a federal job. I told him that I'd always been one of the strongest supporters, that I was having marital and financial difficulties, and that, due to my wide range of skills and experiences, I was willing to do anything. However, the type of work he was offering wasn't quite what I had in mind.
What was his offer?
Well, first he told me that, although he believed that my talents were of a professional quality, I had to demonstrate some of them by giving him a hand right there in his office.
A hand doing what?
Well, let's just say he put me in touch with an opportunity that had definite growth potential. I mean, there was quite a bit of room for expansion.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. So why the tears? Are you not able to finish your duty?
Of course not. There was no way I was going to take it to completion.
So you didn't get the job?
What job? There is no job! Have you two been listening to anything I've been saying?
But you said that you had to give him a hand. If it wasn't for a job, then what was it?
I knew you two were dim-witted, but I didn't realize it was this extreme. I want you to turn up your tape recorders, bugs, wires, microphones, and any other listening devices you might have and pay extra close attention. I'll be sure to give you all the gory details in a way even you two can understand. Hit it, boys.
Now, come on, Mr. President. I know you know more than that.
All right, Mike, I can't tell a lie. White House lovin' had me a blast.
White House lovin' happened so fast.
I met a girl, she needed a job.
Met the press, he came on like a slob. White House days, lost in the haze to all those White House nights.
Well, tell me more, did you go there alone?
Tell me more, did you slip her the bone?
I needed work, I was having tough times.
She looked so cute with her puppy dog eyes.
I broke down right there on his rug.
She was distressed, so I gave her a hug.
White House embrace, girl and friends face to face. All those White House nights.
Tell me more, did he make it past next?
Please don't bore anymore, Bill. Now where is the sex?
I'm getting there.
He seemed confused, there were things on his mind.
She wore perfume and her scent was sublime.
He poured us drinks, I think it was cold iced tea.
I took her into my private study. Oh!
White House fun, boy and girl, one-on-one. All those White House nights.
Whoa. Tell me more, Bill. That was sort of smooth.
Tell me more, did he make the first move?
Shoo-ba-ba, shoo-ba-ba, shoo-ba-ba.
She made me chase, really put up a fight.
He pulled me in and he held me so tight.
I kissed her lips, she was digging my sleeve. was passion, or was it just
harassing?
but